Okay, now look at this problem. This is a problem that a lot of large organizations and even smaller ones face, right? You have a distributed environment with a lot of servers, maybe a multi-cloud kind of infrastructure where you have your data center, you have AWS, you have Azure, you have GCP, and then an engineer, maybe a new engineer, comes in and wants to know where a particular system is sitting. Perhaps he wants to find the custom user database, which is right there, right? She's asking where is the custom user database. If you've ever faced a similar problem to this, Consul is a great solution for you. Consul helps to provide something called service discovery. And today, we're going to look at how Consul can help you to easily set up service discovery within your environment. Stay with me. So how does Consul work to help you handle service discovery within your environment? The Consul system has the control plane and the data plane. So let's say you have your control plane, and in the control plane, you need to have one or more Consul servers, right, that will handle the operations for Consul. So let's begin by looking at the control plane, right? Now in the control plane, you have a Consul control server, and to set up reliability and fault tolerance, it's a good idea to have at least 3 control plane servers, right? So you have a leader and maybe 2 followers, right? You can also have maybe 2 leaders and 3 followers if you're setting up 5 servers, and these make up the control plane. Now, the job of the control plane in Consul is to handle the administration of all the other servers that are part of Consul, the Consul data center. Okay, so Consul in the control plane leader service server handles the registration, the access control. It handles the security of the control other control servers, and the followers, it replicates its data to these different followers so that you can have reliability and integrity of data, right? So you have your leader that performs most of the operations. So this is the control plane. You also have the data plane, right? Your data plane in Consul is where your other servers live. Now, for a server, these are servers. So for a server to be part of the Consul data plane, we need to set up a Consul client on that server. And that client basically sends information about that system, the health status of the system, the IP address, the state of the system, right? Various information needed from that system. So the Consul control plane, and Consul registers that particular service or that particular server as part of the control, as part of the entire Consul cluster or Consul data plane, right? So let's say we have the asterisk of this black dot is the control client service, right? So these servers are all running the client service of Consul. So as far as they are running this client, they are able to send data to Consul. Okay, so this now makes up our Consul data plane. Okay, so with this setup, you have information in one plane of all your servers, the server states. If one server goes down here, it's going to send information about that to the Consul data plane, and you can see it through visualization UI. And that's how you set up service discovery. This is very important also for something like Kubernetes. If you want to be able to set up service discovery for all of your pods, every pod that comes up, you want to be able to know about that pod and the state of that pod from a single pane of glass. Consul can provide that for you. Some other things that Consul, apart from service discovery, can provide for you include security, right? So Consul can be used as a service mesh, which controls requests among all these services. So along with Consul client that it deploys into every server, Consul can also set up a proxy, right, on every server. Now, if Consul is able to set up a proxy in all these servers, it can control the network configuration in these servers. Okay, So it can set up rules as to how service to service communication can work, right? So if I want to set up a rule that says that a server in AWS should not be able to communicate with directly to a server in the data center, right? I can set up that kind of rule using Consul. Okay, so it can help you to improve the security and the observability and the service discovery in your system, and that's very good for cases where you're running a large system and not even only servers but also on Kubernetes. So if you would like to know more about Consul or have any questions, you can just hit me in the comment section, and I'll see you in the next one.